I'm Josh Jacobs, CEO of Speakeasy Company. We're an e-commerce platform. We work with about 300 brands, small emerging players all the way up to Sazerac, Edrington, Stoli, William Grant, Whistlepig, Heaven's Door, and everything in between. And my objective is to show you just how radically different today's consumer is compared to the one pre-pandemic, and show each and every one of you, how all of us early adopters can take advantage of this. So let's hit on three major consumer trends. First, consumers are doing everything more at home. Unsurprisingly, probably to everyone in this room, the majority of people polled indicated they are drinking more at home than they were pre-pandemic. And only 5% of people are drinking more in bars and restaurants compared to pre-pandemic. Not only are we drinking more at home, we feel as though we deserve to treat ourselves after surviving the dark days of the pandemic. Can't go a day or so without escaping an article about premiumization. And the IWSR said 2022 was led by premium spending across every single category. Additionally, 40% of older millennials are not only drinking more at home, they are also spending more than boomers. So you need to be focused on global trends, but also trends within particular demographics and segments and how they compare and contrast to one another. And when we're talking about premiumization, it's not all about the price of the product or how long that juice is aged in the barrel. Consumers, young consumers in particular, they crave an experience. There is a misconception that you are a product company, that you can produce amazing products, sit back, and grow, but you are not. Build it and they come is a fallacy that has been disproven time and time again. And companies succeeding in the bev alc industry, and cross verticals for that matter, are marketing companies first and foremost. So all three of these consumer trends, they coalesce into one major question. How do we make the at-home experience next level? The challenge in the alcohol industry is historically we've lacked control. All we've had is a bottle and maybe 3 inches on a label to share your story and engage with consumers, which is unequivocally not enough real estate to do so and have any hope of altering their buying behavior with hundreds of other bottles on the shelves. But fear not, there is a solution. Brands are turning online where they have their social media, their website, their entire digital presence to engage with consumers and drive conversion. E-commerce presents an unparalleled opportunity to craft a more robust experience, to enter consumers' homes and go beyond the bottle. Let's hit on 3 of these strategies now that meet the consumer at home with a next level premium experience that is really best delivered via DTC. I see some of you scratching your heads out there wondering, how do I create an experience? But you don't need to overthink it. In my mind, a unique experience can simply be shopping or accessing products that are not available in the corner liquor store. The most successful speakeasy partners that we have are accomplishing this via product bundles. This starts as rudimentary as pairing a bottle with some branded merch, as pictured here on the Frey Ranch website. Best part is when consumers purchase your branded merch, they're a walking billboard, and they paid for that privilege to market your products. Brands are also crafting experiences around particular occasions. Nothing says thank you, happy birthday, or congratulations like a delicious bottle of alcohol, but think about that buzzkill when you deliver it in a brown paper bag. Maybe you know someone who's interested in trying one of the hottest new vodkas, and think about how much more interesting it is and caring it is when you deliver that in one of these badass light-up cases. And then you can also make it rain with one of these Gold Gang cash cannons. I don't know who Gold Gang is, but think about how interesting that is and how that experience will stick with everyone as you make it rain on that birthday girl or birthday boy. That creates loyal, lifelong fans. It's important to not just design unique experiences, but also experiences that are really authentic to the brands. I've personally never seen a guitar available for sale in a liquor store. But if you go to Villa One, which is part of Stoli Group's website right now, you can purchase a signed guitar from Nick Jonas. So if anyone's a Nick Jonas fan, just let me know. And I'll spare you the details of hosting a celebrity with 35 million Instagram followers at your warehouse to sign product. But we were able to pull it off. And with this very limited inventory, this experience is really only feasible online. The second strategy that meets consumers at home with a premium experience that I want to hit on is collaborations, or as the cool kids say, collabs. Collaborations are particularly appealing because they present an opportunity to tap into an existing audience, to instantly gain exposure and hopefully consumers as well. especially when partnering with major influencers or other successful brands. You can do so incredibly quickly and move the needle for your business overnight. Some brands are built around celebrities, such as Noble Spirits, which is built around Mike Rowe from Discovery Channel's Dirty Jobs, if anyone remembers that show. And Noble knows firsthand the power of a single social media post and how they could sell thousands of bottles in just a matter of days. What we've learned is it's not all about the size of the following, but how engaged and how avid that fan base is. We've been really pleasantly surprised how Mike Rowe's been able to move more product than influencers with significantly larger followings. The other option is to partner with an influencer for a particular SKU or launch. Here we have featured one of our partners, Hooten Young, and they recently launched a collaboration with Jack Carr, former Navy SEAL. He's also a New York Times bestselling author of The Terminal List, which has just become a TV series as well. Within the first 24 hours of launching this new product, they had sold more than any total month previously on the Speakeasy platform, and we're about 30 days after that launch, and sales are still pouring in at a pretty similar rate. Influencers are certainly all the rage right now, but it's not all about influencers, and while we've seen social media followers translate into sales, who sells product all day, every day? How about other brands in other industries? Nosotros, for example, they partnered with The Robb Report, which is a multifaceted luxury brand that connects with consumers across their magazine, their website, their social media, their email list, and Nosotros curated a unique experience specifically tailored to The Robb Report's demographic, and this was pushed across all of Robb Report's mediums, and unsurprisingly, was really successful. Another example of a brand collaboration is Frito-Lay, one of our partners that launched out of Portland, Oregon, Eastside Distilling. The vodka, which sold out in just a handful of hours, and made in parts with the same potatoes leveraged to make the chips. People eat and clearly drink this stuff up. And the third strategy that I wanted to hit on today, limited time offers, also known as LTOs. It's offering a product that will not always be available or might not ever be available again. It's about creating scarcity and capitalizing on impulsivity. It's about bridging one of the most challenging gaps. Why now? What's one of the most challenging times of year to capture the attention of drinkers in the alcohol industry? I'm seeing if you're all paying attention. Say some answers. Anybody? January? Perfect. Yes, dry January. Everyone's still drying out after all the holiday festivities. People are cutting back somewhat or altogether for one New Year's resolution or another. So as an alcohol brand, how do you take advantage of this? How about what WhistlePig did? In January, they launched the dry orange old fashioned, jumping on the no and low alcohol bandwagon, and they had one of their best months ever on the Speakeasy platform. Another example of an LTO, Heaven's Door. This LTO includes very premium liquid. They go beyond the bottle, and it's also centered around an influencer, kind of bringing all of these together. The beautiful ceramic bottles feature a watercolor painting from Bob Dylan and that pretty cool leather case. When you order one of these bootleg series and that shows up at your doorstep, or that shows up at your friends or loved one's doorstep, think about how phenomenal that experience is and that deeper connection that it establishes with the brands. Now you might be wondering, sure, this is kind of cool, but is it worth my while? How about the Tesla tequila launch where we sold tens of thousands of lightning bolt shaped bottles of tequila and eclipsed over $10 million sold? While we're all not Elon, in fact, I think there might only ever be one Elon, my point is this is a very serious sales channel for the Bev Alc industry. Our top partner, who's not celebrity backed by the way, is on track to hit $5 million in sales this year, which is pretty incredible. Across these three strategies, product bundles, collaborations, and LTOs, you can break away from the pack and differentiate from the thousands of other products. You can drive new customer acquisition. And thirdly, and most importantly, you can build loyal, lifelong superfans that will tell the world about your products. And don't just take my word for it. We've spewed a lot of different statistics, so I got a couple more for you here. E-commerce alcohol is on a tear globally, expected to add another $6 billion in 2023, and another $31 billion over the next 4 years. That's right, another $31 billion. E-commerce alcohol is booming. but it's still nascent in the US, so the future is bright, and now it's your job to go out and seize it. I'm Josh Jacobs. Really appreciate you tuning in to learn more about going beyond the bottle. Grab my contact information here. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you and keep the conversation rolling. Thank you.